another DaVinci Resolve tutorial. In this video, I will be showing you how to use the RGB qualifier. To show you how to do this, I will be changing the sky in this image to a different color. If you want to follow along, you can download the video over here, clip that we will be demoing on, in the link in the description. So first, after you imported your media and brought it onto the timeline, what you need to do is you need to go to the color tab. You can just click on the color bar over here, color, or you could do workspace, switch to page, color. So now that we're in the color tab, first, we need to make sure that we're both seeing the same thing. So you need to click workspace and then find Reset UI Layout. DaVinci Resolve will close and open again. So first, we need to make sure that we only see what we need. So we don't want to see this stills gallery. So to remove that, we can just click gallery over there. And we also don't want to see this bar over here, because it's just taking space away from what we can see from our actual video clip. Let's click on clips. Okay, so now we have just our video, and we want to just be able to isolate this blue section so that we can only have that section so that we can change the color. So first we need to get to the qualifier tab. To get to the qualifier tab, we just need to click on this eyedropper button. Currently, what the problem is, it's showing hue, saturation, color. And that's not the one that we'll be using today. If you want to know how to use the HSL qualifier, hue, saturation, luminance, you can go to the link in the description where I'll be showing you my tutorial for the HSL qualifier. Right now, we need to see the RGB qualifier. So let's click on this button over here, the drop down arrow, and select RGB. So first, to start our selection, we need to check our selection range. So right now, in the selection range, we have to click on the first option. And then what we need to do is we need to select the whole range of the colors, okay? So to do that, we have to click and hold and drag. Drag across all of the blues that you want. Hold it for the longest. Try to cover as many of the blue colors as possible. Now that we're done, how do we see our selection? We can see it in this thumbnail over here, but we want to see everything that we've selected. To do that, we have to click on this button over here, which looks like a magic wand, to view our selection. So now this is what our selection is. So let me cover how we can tweak our selection to make it better. So first, we have this section. So we have this button over here. So this is the picker. So if we select it again, it's just going to make a new selection. And we don't want to make a new selection. What we want to do is we want to add or subtract. So to add or subtract, you can use these ones. So this one is to add. So for example, let's say I wanted to add this green for some reason. Then I will add that green. I will undo. And if you wanted to subtract something, for example, I don't like that white over there. Then it subtracts it from the selection. I will undo. We also have the feathering over here to add or subtract feathering. So let's see what happens if we add feathering. So what that is doing, it's adding more feathering. So that means it's like it's selecting that, but very lightly, so it won't affect it that much. Then if we go to the subtract feathering, and we keep clicking on it, it's going to subtract the feathering. Okay? And we also have these tabs. We have denoise, clean black, clean white, and blur radius, and into out. So let's first cover denoise. So to actually see what denoise is doing, we need to go into the mask view. To get to the mask view, you need to click on this button over here. So now it looks like this. So any part where it's white, that is the selection where where is the isolated selection, where is the part where we get to change the color. And the black is where it isn't selected. Currently, you see all those white dots over here? We don't want to have that. That's because we don't want any of our change color going into the grass. So if we increase the denoise, you can see that it's kind of blurring the whole selection and removing all of the little noise in there. So I think I'll keep it a bit more, because if we just want to make the black bigger, if we just want to remove all that stuff in the black, we have another tool, the clean black tool. So what that will do is any selection where there's black and just some dots there, it's just going to fill it in with black. And remember, black means not selected and white means selected. So let's increase the clean black a bit. I think I like it like that. Then we have the clean white. So that's any dots in the white, it's going to make it just completely white. So let's increase that a bit, just to make sure that, even because I can't really see that many dots, but just to make sure, we should increase that a bit. And then the blur radius. So what that does, it's just blurring the selection. I'm going to reset it. If you want to reset any of these, you can just press on one of these revert buttons over here. And the in to out ratio, you can play with the in to out ratio. I don't really like touching it. It's better like not really to touch it. Okay, but now we also have all of these red, green, and blue. So let's turn off the mask view. And if you just click on this, it's not going to do anything. You need to click on these stars over here. So now this red, green, and blue, so this is where everything actually happens. So the RGB qualifiers, it's selecting a range of colors by specifying the red amount, the green amount, and the blue. So we can change the amount of red, amount of green, and amount of blue. There are many tools. So let's say on the red, so when you change the high, so this is the max, and the low, it seems like it's not really changing anything, so it's nice to have it like that. And for the blue, for the green doesn't also affect anything, but it's the blue which is going to mainly do it. So you have many tools. I accidentally changed this LSoft, so let me reset it just so that I can show you what it is. So we have the lows and the highs. So if we increase this, it eventually lets some of the green in. And we don't want any of that to be in. So let's go a bit like that. But now it's a bit too much in. But what if we want that section to be a bit softer? So it's kind of like a gradient going there. So we have the LSoft. So what that is, it's adding this type of feather kind of. So like if we increase that and then move it a bit there, see it has this a bit of a feathering. Like it? And then for the high soft, it's the same thing. Let's change the high to see if it really affects it. I think anything which doesn't really affect it, it's better to keep it up there just in case, so that you don't accidentally miss one of the colors. So now that we've made our selection, oh, and in this selection bar, we also have section 1 and also section 2. These are some other things that you can mess with, but it's better not to change that. So now that we've done this, let's just change the color. So let's click on this wand button again so that we see the whole thing. So let's just change the colors. So let's change the lift. So this is the color of the lift and the gain. So the gain is like the really bright sections. So I think we shouldn't change the gain that much. Let's maybe mess with the lift. I like the lift. So let's say I wanted mine green. I think I like it. So this is what I like. And you can also mess around with all of these color wheels over here, all of the color wheels. I will cover about all of the color videos, all the color wheels in another video, but this video is just about how to use the RGB qualifier. Hopefully now you know how to use the RGB qualifier. So now, please like the video and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye!